Ever wondered how some people seem to quietly build wealth without drawing any attention? They don't post flashy cars or luxury vacations, yet their bank accounts keep growing. It's because they've mastered a set of subtle, powerful habits. Habits that don't go viral but build real wealth over time. In this video, we're going deep into 10 of those habits that silently made people rich. And trust me, no one talks about number 7, but it might be the most important one on this list. Stick around to the end and see which habits you already have, and which ones could change your financial future starting today. Welcome to Stealth Strategist, the home of quiet moves, powerful results. We believe the best strategies are the ones no one sees coming. If you're all about building wealth without the noise, hit that subscribe button and join thousands who are mastering success under the radar. Habit 1. They track everything. This sounds basic, but it's revolutionary when done consistently. Wealthy people aren't casual with their money. They track every dollar, yes, every single one. Most people set vague budgets and forget them after a week. But rich individuals make it a habit to review their finances like a CEO. They use tools like a NAB, You Need a Budget, Notion templates, or even detailed spreadsheets. They track fixed costs, variable spending, savings goals, investment returns, and more. Why? Because what you don't measure, you can't control, and what you can't control bleeds money. This habit turns money from something mysterious into something manageable. You stop asking, "Where did all my money go?" and start saying, "I know exactly what's working." The wealthy aren't better at making money, they're just better at keeping it. And tracking is the first step. Habit 2. They read obsessively. One thing I found in every millionaire and billionaire profile? They're readers. Not scrollers. Not bingers. Readers. Warren Buffett reads for 5 to 6 hours a day. Bill Gates reads 50+ books per year. But it's not just about volume, it's about transformation. Wealthy people read for insight. They dive into business strategy, human psychology, investing principles, decision-making, and biographies of other successful people. The average person thinks reading is boring. But the rich understand it's a mental gym. Reading gives you competitive leverage in conversations, in deals, and in business. Just 10 pages a day turns into 12 books a year. That's 12 new mental weapons in your arsenal, each year. Think of it like compound interest for your mind. It may not pay off in a week, but over time, it builds the framework that helps you spot opportunities and make sharper decisions. The habit is simple: read more, earn more. Habit 3. They build invisible income. The loudest income is often the least secure. Think flashy influencers or trendy startups. But the rich? They build invisible income streams, sources that make money without constant attention. We're talking real estate rentals, dividend-paying stocks, digital products like courses or ebooks, affiliate marketing, or SaaS tools they've invested in. It's the kind of income that's working when you're not. These streams aren't sexy, but they're sustainable. They take work up front, but once built, they pay over and over again. It's how someone can live modestly and still be pulling in 5 figures a month, quietly. Most people chase active income and burn out. The rich chase systems and scale. They automate. They delegate. They earn passively while the rest of the world grinds. Habit 4. They don't signal wealth, they grow it. One of the quietest and most powerful habits of the rich is avoiding performative wealth. They're not trying to prove anything to anyone. While others are buying designer shoes for status or posting vacation reels for clout, these people are quietly buying assets. A subtle Rolex doesn't build net worth. A rental property does. Flashy cars might get likes, but dividend stocks pay real money. True wealth isn't loud. It's not broadcast on Instagram. It's found in equity stakes, quiet bank transfers, and silent accumulation. You'll often find wealthy people in unbranded clothes, living in modest homes, but with multi-million-dollar portfolios. Why? Because they understand this rule. If you look rich, you might not be. But if you are rich, you don't need to look like it. Every dollar spent to impress is a dollar not invested. The wealthy are often underestimated, and they like it that way. While others chase perception, they focus on reality. Quiet wealth isn't just a lifestyle, it's a strategic advantage. Habit 5. They prioritize ownership over labor. Most people trade time for money. But the wealthy prioritize owning things, businesses, intellectual property, real estate, stocks. You can only work so many hours in a day. But ownership? That scales. A YouTube video, a course, a book, a product, Once created, it can earn for years. Wealthy individuals spend time building things that don't rely solely on their presence. They understand leverage. Not just financial leverage, but time leverage, code leverage, people leverage. For example, owning 10% of a growing startup is often more powerful than working 60 hours a week in a 9-to-5. The goal isn't just to work hard, it's to own the ladder you're climbing. This is why so many millionaires are entrepreneurs, creators, or investors. They've detached from the earn more by working more mindset. If you want to build real wealth, ask yourself daily, what am I building that I will own, and that can scale without me? Habit 6. They make asymmetric bets. This is where quiet wealth starts to explode. Asymmetric bets. Decisions where the upside is huge and the downside is small. Think of investing $100 in a startup. If it fails, you lose $100. But if it succeeds, you might make $10,000. Wealthy people seek these bets constantly. Not recklessly, but intentionally. They bet on themselves, on early trends, on emerging markets. These aren't always investments in the stock market. Sometimes it's learning a new skill, starting a small side hustle, collaborating on a new business, publishing a book. While others fear failure, the rich focus on controlled risk. They never bet the house, but they place small chips on big opportunities. It's not about winning every time. It's about making enough high upside moves that when one hits, it pays for all the losses and more. If you're trying to get rich quietly, ask, what's one small bet I can make that could change my life if it works? Habit 7. They stay mysterious, underrated plus powerful. This is the habit no one talks about, but might be the most powerful: strategic silence. Wealthy people don't advertise their moves. They don't brag about their portfolios or business wins. Why? Because silence is a superpower. Being mysterious creates psychological leverage. When people don't know what you're up to, they can't compete, copy, or sabotage. You stay one step ahead, always. Silence also removes unnecessary pressure. If no one knows your goals, there's no one expecting results. You can build, pivot, and fail in peace. While others are shouting on social media, trying to look successful, the rich are actually becoming successful, with no audience. The stealth strategist doesn't need approval. They need progress. Every move is calculated. Every conversation is intentional. Want to build serious wealth? Start practicing strategic silence. Not everyone deserves to know your next step. Habit 8. They master boring consistency. The internet glamorizes overnight success. But real wealth? It's built on boring, repetitive, consistent actions. Wealthy people aren't constantly switching gears. They don't jump from crypto to dropshipping to NFTs to AI tools in a week. They pick a lane, and stay in it long enough to master it. This could mean investing in index funds every month, building a brand over years, or refining a product over hundreds of iterations. It's not exciting, but it works. Consistency compounds. It builds trust. It creates systems. It attracts opportunities. Most people fail not because they're unskilled, but because they quit too soon. You don't need to go viral. You need to be consistent. If you create, invest, save, or improve even 1% every week, that adds up fast. Remember, the wealthy don't need dopamine. They want dividends. And consistency pays those dividends long after hype fades. Habit 9. They learn how money actually works. The rich don't just make money, they understand it. They know how to move it, grow it, and protect it. They understand compound interest, debt structures, tax advantages, depreciation, inflation, and the rule of 72. They know that it's not what you earn, it's what you keep. Most people work hard and still stay broke because they don't understand cash flow, margins, capital gains, or how to legally reduce taxes. Wealthy people hire experts, read financial books, and stay updated on economic trends. They turn money into a game, and master it. This habit separates the earners from the builders. You can earn $200,000 per year and still be broke if you don't manage it right. Want to get rich quietly? Study the game of money. It's not taught in school, but it's how you win in the real world. Habit 10. They build quiet networks. We've all heard, your network is your net worth. But the wealthy don't just network for visibility. They build quiet, strategic relationships. They surround themselves with mentors, investors, collaborators, operators, and thinkers. But you'll never see them bragging about it. These aren't LinkedIn selfies. They're private dinners, closed-door deals, encrypted chats. Quiet networks are where real deals happen. Funding, partnerships, opportunities, game-changing advice. All of it happens off-grid. And it's not just who you know, it's how you serve them. The rich don't network to take, they provide value. They make people remember them without being loud. If you're building wealth under the radar, focus on building real relationships. Find one mentor, one accountability partner, one ally. Over time, your quiet circle becomes your quiet advantage. These 10 habits might not trend on TikTok. They're not flashy. But they work. Getting rich quietly isn't about luck. It's about daily discipline, long-term thinking, and playing a game most people don't even know exists. So here's your challenge. Pick just one of these habits and apply it this week. Then come back and pick another. And another. That's how real transformation happens. If you're tired of the noise and ready for real results, hit subscribe. Here at Stealth Strategist, we don't chase clout, we build legacy. Until next time, power moves, no spotlight.